Hello everyone, how are you today? I'm in my kitchen today because I'm going to do something I'm good at doing. I've got some plain flour and I've got some salt. It's a rice bag, but there's not rice in there, there's salt in there. And I've got some colouring and I've got some oil and I've got some cream of tartar. And over on this side of the kitchen, I've got the kettle and I've got some boiling water in the kettle. I've just boiled it. And what we're going to do this morning, what I'm going to make, is I'm going to make some Play-Doh. And I've got very good at making Play-Doh. I've learned how to do it. And I use the recipe that Mackenzie's have on their website. So if you want to know what you put in Play-Doh to make your own, you have to look on Mackenzie's website to get the recipe. Or if you buy the little packets of cream and tartar, they've got it on the back. So what I'm going to start by doing is getting the flour, and I'm going to put 2 cups of flour in my bowl. So there's 1 cup. There's 2 cups. Two cups of flour. Then I've got to get 1 cup of salt. A bit more. It's 1 cup of salt to go in there. Then I'm going to put some cream of tartar in. And I need to put 4 tablespoons. So this little measure is a tablespoon measure. So I'm putting 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of cream of tartar. And then I'm going to get my oil. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of oil. 1, 2. It's a good thing I've got the recipe on my iPad. It makes it easier to do. I don't have to remember it all. Then I'm going to make some red Play-Doh. So I'm putting some red colouring in, just a little bit. Now we come to a bit that we need a grown-up to do. You can actually do this bit in the microwave if you want, but the way I do it is with some boiling water. So I come over to my kettle, and I'm going to put 2 of these cup measures. 1, 2 in my Play-Doh bowl. Can you see it starting to go red? Then I'm going to stir it, and I'm not going to put my hand in it, and I'm going to be careful not to spill it because it's really hot. So then I'm mixing all the flour and the salt and the oil and all the other things up like this. Can you see our pinky red Play-Doh is starting to look a bit more like Play-Doh, and it's starting to get thick. So I'm stirring it all up to make sure the water is touching all of the flour, or as much of the flour as possible that I can make it touch. Can you see how thick it's starting to get as the boiling water heats the flour up and cooks it? It's looking pretty good. Now remember, if you're making this at home, when you do the boiling water bit, you need to get your grown-up to help you, because we don't want you to burn yourself. Now I'm going to use my finger and see how hot it is. Still a bit too hot for me to use my hands, so I'll carry on using my spatula, my stirrer. It's looking pretty good though. Now I'm going to tip it out. I'm going to put that in the sink and wash it up. It's still a bit warm, but I can touch it. And then I'm going to do what's called kneading it. So I'm going to do like this. Still a bit hot, so I'm going to shake my hands to cool them down. If you do this yourself, you may need to let it cool down a bit more before you do this mixing, kneading bit. particularly if you've done it in the microwave, because doing it in the microwave will make it hot too. How do you think our Play-Doh looks? Do you think that's looking good? I think it's looking good. It's feeling quite good too. So there we are. There's our pinky red Play-Doh. It's a nice ball of Play-Doh. Do you think that's good? I think I'm quite good at making Play-Doh. Do you think I'm a good Play-Doh maker? What are you good at? Yes, you're all good at different things. And sometimes we don't always know what we're good at, because God made us all different, and God made us all special, and God made us good at lots and lots of different things. And some things we can just do, and some things we have to learn how to do. I had to learn how to make Play-Doh before I could do it this easily. And one of the things Jesus wants us to do, and God wants us to do, is to become the best people we can. So we have to look for and learn things to do and find out what we're good at, so that we can be the special person God wants us to be. Do you think you can do that? I'm sure you can. Now I need to go back to my Play-Doh and put it in a container for the kids to use in the church. That's good for them to have Play-Doh. They like playing with it. Do you like playing with Play-Doh too? Perhaps you'll come and play with our Play-Doh one day. Bye. See you later.